Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm here today with Chef Kevin, and we're going to be talking about sugar cookies. Whenever I visit the community, I notice that during the holidays, they always have these really beautiful sugar cookies out for the residents and the staff. So I'm hoping that Chef can help me with this. You may not believe this, but I'm not the best baker.
Shocker.
I know, right?
Well, first of all, it's a very simple recipe. It's only 7 ingredients total. It's milk and egg and butter, and then sugar, flour, baking powder, and a pinch of salt. 7 total ingredients is all it takes to make a sensational sugar cookie.
So do I just throw everything in the bowl? And
That's all you do, yeah.
Sounds great.
No, there actually is a procedure that needs to be followed, especially when it comes to creaming the butter with the sugar, eggs, and milk. You don't want to use melted butter because that will give you a disastrous finish. You want to bring your butter to room temperature, keep it soft, and then blend it with your sugar, and then add your eggs and your milk. When that's fully blended, you then sift your dry ingredients together and add those to the wet, and paddle it for about 10 minutes at low speed, and you will have a perfect cookie dough. It is wrapped.
Okay, why is
That's
that?
to keep it airtight, keep it fresh, because you want to refrigerate this for at least 2 hours, if not overnight, before you go on to make your cookies.
Is this the fun part?
This is the fun part. Now, with most doughs, especially breads and many other kinds of cookies, you would sprinkle flour on your cutting board or on your table before you start to roll out your doughs. With a sugar cookie, guess what we're going to sprinkle with?
Sugar.
Very good. So here we have some confectionery sugar, and we're going to sprinkle a little on the table, and we'll also add some to our rolling pin so that it doesn't stick. Then you're going to want to cut maybe 1/3
That.
of the dough. That's good.
Okay.
And we're going to take the rolling pin to that piece of dough.
Gosh, this looks like a lot of work.
And it may take a few moments to get it rolled out.
Oh my God. Are we making enough for the
Especially-
Atlanta Falcons? What is the deal? Okay. All right.
Or you could ask me to help you.
Okay. That's my favorite thing to do in the kitchen. Ask for help.
And go at right angles so you can make a large piece of even thickness. Okay, so there we have it. It doesn't have to be any particular shape because the cookie cutters you choose aren't necessarily in any shape either.
So are these particularly special cookie cutters, or can I use any cookie cutter?
You can use any, but if it's a Christmas cookie you're looking for, a snowflake, a Christmas tree, and an angel might be appropriate.
All right, so nothing to it. I just press down.
That's it. Just make sure you put the sharp side down so when you press you don't leave an imprint in your hand.
Thank you for spelling that out for
No
me.
problem. So you can do all one shape, or you can mix and match on the same piece of dough.
Very pretty. All right.
And there you go, flip it over.
Very nice.
And you can just keep going until you run out of dough. And I find it easiest just to pull the outside away so you can get at the individual pieces.
So now we just put them on a...
Just place them on a cookie sheet, a greased cookie sheet, or one with parchment paper, which then allows you not to bother with that step. Make sure you leave at least an inch between each cookie because they will grow just a little bit as they bake.
Okay. So when I've done this before and they've all run together, that's because...
Probably because you melted your butter before you finished your dough.
Like I microwaved it or something?
That would be one of the most popular methods of ruining a dough, yes. Okay, so after they are panned up, just 10 minutes in a 350 oven until the edges start to brown just a little bit, and you're done.
Now we're ready to decorate, so...
Okay, well there's a number of different options, as I mentioned, as to how you can decorate the cookies. We could have added some candies and things to these before we baked them, but I chose to wait and do some glazes afterwards. So to make a glaze, it's very simple. Half a cup of milk, 2 pounds of confectionery sugar, and stir.
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
And
So
a half
we-
a cup. Wow, okay.
Well, we're used to making cookies for hundreds here, so if you're making them at home, maybe 4 tablespoons of milk and a half a cup of sugar will work. But you want to have a nice flowing consistency, because what I found to be easiest is to color them, put them in squeeze bottles, and that makes the application that much easier. And you can squeeze on all kinds of designs. And then there's always sprinkles and chocolate jimmies and other additives that you can put on at the end. And when it comes to sugar cookies, there's just never too much sugar, because that's what this is all about.
Amen to
So
that.
sprinkle away.
That's really good.
That's really good. There you have it. Testimony from Lisa. That's really good. And that's how we do it here. Maybe you'll have as much luck at home.